Oh, nice, Casper. That's a great deal, dude.
Someone there?
I don't know, Niji. The timing was just slightly off on that one, man. It didn't quite get me. Maybe you're conditioning me too much, man. Damn, it's still a good. That's a good routine, my dude. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to see some God of War Ragnarok. But yeah, like I said, so let's jump first thing in. This is the newest trailer of Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm hoping this is going to be the one. This is going to be the trailer that changes my mind about this entire game. There's a lot of pressure to put on one trailer, but let's see if this is the one. A lot of samey stuff so far. Damn. My dude going head first here. Always love me that Zelda music too. Never do.
Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
Link? God?
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival and the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone.
Link. You are our final hope.
All right. Okay. I see you, game.
Link. You must find me.
She always be saying that, though. Yeah, that was dope. You know what? Made me a little more excited for it. Right at the beginning here, they were showing him, you know, head down or whatever. Let's see. And then he's like on the ground and stuff. All the ground stuff looks sick. I still really loved all that. I think that's great. We have all three of them together. It was in Twilight Princess. Yeah, that was something I didn't realize, was that Ganondorf was not technically in the last game. You fight him, but it's not technically him. So you're definitely right about that. There's some things that are pretty cool. I think it could be pretty awesome. This was a cool little scene. I was like, oh, this was nice. But there's just some of this stuff, some of this like weirdness that they're like doing with. There's like a rocket that he's like taking off on. Where was the one? This one. Link's coming in with like a fucking a built-up Hot Wheels. The Moblins are, you know, coming in with their thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some of this is still makes me feel very weird about it. Yeah, and our boy right there. So I'm more excited. It makes me want to go. See, I think this game could be legitimately pretty awesome, but I also think that it's just some of the they got some weird mechanics and stuff that I just still don't feel like I'm sold on. But solid trailer. Definitely made me feel a little more about it. So yeah, I understand that, Casper. Totally get that, man. I just was like, okay. I know I have another news story about this trailer coming up. You know, it's a little later in the news, but yeah, kind of centers around Ganondorf. But for now, we'll move on. You know, I'm excited to, you know, for this game to come out and get to see somebody play it. You know, I'll at least try and take a look before I get into it. But you know, solid trailer though. Man, I saw these, and I know I talked about these a couple of weeks ago. Man, Xbox be killing it out here with their color game on their controllers. I even saw like a specific I saw like a article that was specifically talking about this, like how Microsoft is just killing Sony with these controllers. But I saw they have these like electric volt colors are on sale right now over on Amazon. This electric volt, this green color, I don't know, I love this color a lot. $40 right now. I think it's definitely worth it. Pink is $49, the blue is $49, and the white is $44. Have that blue one. That blue one is nice, dude. I like that blue. Yeah, I want that green one, Casper. That's what I'm saying, dude. I like that green. But yeah, I just thought that was cool. So, you know, if you're looking to pick one up, especially if you got the oh look, see, they got there's a red one over at Walmart for $44. There's the remix one. This was the one I talked about the other day. This is like some of it's like made from recycled parts and stuff. Yeah, it's 84 on Amazon. It's dope though. So yeah, if you're looking to get into one, especially if you got a PC, it's nice to have one of these, get the little dongle and everything, and get all that stuff together. You know what I'm saying? What? Get out of here. Okay, so this is one that I talked about before too. A couple of days ago, a couple of streams ago. If that was spam or I don't know, but that was stupid. I don't know what. Someone coming into my chat saying they don't understand English, but then writing out a whole thing in English. Just go wireless, right? With no batteries, just a charge. Yeah, because even my one over here, it does have batteries. I have no idea if it's charged or not. I don't know. So HBO has officially announced that they're doing a Harry Potter TV series. I don't know, like I said, I just wanted to touch on this one. I'm not going to spend no time on this because I don't give a shit about this at this point, but I wanted to bring it up just so that everybody could see it. If it's something that you're interested in, here it is. They talked about it's going to be a 10-year commitment, and that J.K. Rowling is going to be serving as an executive producer. So I don't know. To me, I don't really, like I said, I don't think I care anymore. I'm not going to probably check it out or anything, but for somebody who does, this could be really cool. They also came in here and this was something they talked about like right off the rip. I don't know if it was in here, but HBO Max is changing their name to just Max, and that's happening like soon-ish, I think. So I don't know if there's any other differences, but apparently they're just going to be called Max. And I tell you right now, I'm going to refer to them as HBO Max all the time because that's confusing. Made a June time frame for it. Oh, okay. So it's definitely coming up soon then. Niji is talking about the name change, not the series. Yep, yeah, I got you, Niji. Got you, buddy. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to make sure if this is your cup of tea, something you're interested, about it. But outside of that, I don't care. HBO Max is going bye-bye. They're going to be picking up the Discovery Channel. This next one concerns Deadpool 3, which is being put on by Disney now that they own the rights for it. And this is just one I saw and I thought that was cool. They're merging with Discovery Plus. Oh, okay. So HBO it just is they don't want it. I guess Discovery doesn't want it to just be HBO. They should be one thing, and it's just Max. That makes sense. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm guessing that means that there's going to be more content on there then. Yeah, but Max is a bad name. Nobody's going to know what the hell you're talking about. So they talked about two people coming back for Deadpool 3. And all I knew that is the one is the dude who plays Colossus, and then the girl who plays Vanessa. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I was like, okay, that's great. I think that's a great move. So they're gonna be bringing back some cast from the previous two Deadpool movies, and I got no problem with that. I'm excited to. I'm excited to keep on hearing more about this. Karan Sone and Leslie Uggams is going to be returning as Dopinder and Blind Owl as well. I think that was all previously announced though. Well, they take on talking about a guy named Max. See, exactly. That's how I felt like it would kept on happening. Hope it's better than 2. 2 was okay, right? It was not great. I think it was all right. I think it could be better, and I think 3 is has that chance to be better. We'll see. So yeah, I just thought that was cool. Little update on Deadpool 3. There hasn't been a ton of news. There's been that's kind of not true. They did talk about Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine at some point. So some cool things, but nothing, no concrete like information about the story or anything like that yet. Nothing real crazy yet, but we'll see. Up next. Okay, so this one is going to be kind of interesting. So this one's a little more in the weeds for some of the techie stuff. So I was going to go over a little bit with you guys. That coffee is hitting good though. So I'm gonna assume that most people here know what a graphics card is, but I'm just gonna kind of go over some generals just in case maybe you don't. So graphics cards are just, you know, it's a plug and play system that you put into a PC. It helps you run video games, editing software, lots of things like that. Even like rendering engines and things like that. Lots of things you can use, you know, a graphics card for. I think there's like 3 companies that specifically make them. Nvidia, who this is stories about, Intel, who just started making graphics cards again. I think they made some before. I mean, they at least make discrete GPUs, or integrated GPUs, and then AMD. And so Nvidia is kind of the top dog. AMD's right there, and Intel is kind of just getting back into it at this point. So there's not a ton of competition too much right now. And then so that's kind of that's kind of talking about these guys. And then as far as like this naming scheme, so this is kind of like the naming scheme as far as the series of graphics card. So this first set is the series, so the 40 series, and then this last part is the actual model itself. So my old PC that I had was a 1080, so it was a couple years older. So it was the 10 series, and it was the 80 model. And so this year, or you know, I think it was a little bit last year, Nvidia announced that they were doing a 40 series sets of graphics cards, and they started with the 4090, which is their top of the line graphics card. Super expensive, and they kind of run backwards. They kind of release their ones and, you know, series backwards. So this is the newest one to get announced, which is the 4070. In this new PC, I have the 4080, which is just, you know, it's the next step above this one. What's the difference between this and the 4070 Ti? I think the Ti wasn't the Ti the other 4080 that they didn't release, because they were doing like 2 4080s at the same time, but one was superior, and they just eventually was like, we're not doing this one, and then they were like, it's actually a 4070 Ti. I think that's what they did. So I think it's just a spec down 4080. So this 4070 should be a little truer to what a 4070 would be. The kid inside me is like, yay, right, Casper? I'm excited about that too, man. So they just announced this. It's supposed to be, where do they have the price? So this is gonna come out at 600 USD. Launches on the 13th, which is today, so you can buy these today. I think it looks like everybody's saying it looks like a pretty solid card. $600 is like the most affordable GPU right now. Yeah, because the 4080 and the 4090 are both over $1,000 each, with the 4090 being like well over $1,000. And so it's one of those things, like, these are, you know, this is a lot better. This is going to be a lot more obtainable. They're looking at 1440p gaming, you know, that's kind of going to be their bread and butter. They're talking about ray tracing and stuff. I think ray tracing is going to be a struggle with these a little bit, depending on the game, you know, but I think these are going to be a solid upgrade if that's something you're into. The only thing I have heard is that as far as being the successor to the 3070, I've heard it's not that much better than the 3070. So if you can find a gently used 3070, or even a new one, you know, somewhere for a reasonable price that's less than this $600, I've heard it's going to be a much better deal. That you'll get a similar performance and everything like that, but you know, at not that same price. So I just was like, I don't get to talk about graphics cards very often on here, so I figured I would. Homemade nachos, dude, that sounds amazing. I'd like me some nachos. If you want to send some of them nachos this way, that'd be great, bro. Yeah, Vash, graphics card, not cheap at all. Well, they aren't now. especially because, like I kind of said earlier, Nvidia is kind of like the top dog for graphics cards. Like, they don't have a ton of competition. Like, AMD is doing a really good job, but it's not the same. Nvidia just has a little bit of a lead right now, and so they can just charge whatever the hell they want, which doesn't mean that they're getting whatever the hell they want. I have seen that their sales have been down this year. I think a lot of that is because they're charging so much. But I don't know, you know, like I said, I thought this was like the first one where I was like, okay, cool. For $600 you're actually getting a good affordable GPU, instead of having to spend, you know, thousands of dollars just to get whatever. Especially because this is like the first time in like a couple of years where you can actually buy graphics cards. If you guys didn't remember, $600 sounds like a lot. Damn, that's a lot of booty, bro. Jesus Christ. I feel like I forgot what I was saying now. My dude just completely ripped me out of it. God. But yeah, I don't know. You know, it's cool. It's cool to see, like I said, an affordable GPU at least somewhat. So, yeah, the only reason I even got a 4080 is just because I was getting it with my new system and everything. Like, I wouldn't have went out and bought one myself. Yo, Ron, what's happening, dude? Yo, Ron, what's happening, dude? Hey, Ron, did you get to watch that Mandalorian episode yet, man? So, I don't know. If I remember whatever the hell I was saying about this, I'm just, you know, I don't know. If I remember, I'll run back to it, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I've completely forgot. Vash completely ran me off the tracks there. It was a little better, right? For anybody, you know, unaware, I was trying to convince Ron last night to get back into The Mandalorian. He quit. There was 2 episodes left in the season. He was like, I'm done. And I was like, just let's finish out the last 2 episodes, especially because I watched the most recent episode and I was like, that's pretty good, man. So I just saw this just happened the other day. A update to Last of Us Part 1 for PS5 adds some HBO t-shirts for Ellie that were PC exclusive before. Just 2 left. That's right. And he was out, bro. 2 left. He's not even gonna finish 2. They're not long episodes. I think they're most of the time they're only like 30 minutes. I was like, bro, come on, man. Just finish it out. And then if you don't like it at the end of the season, just let it go then. At least you know you're good then. But yesterday's episode kind of was tying together a lot of the threads that they've been trying to weave this season. So I was like, man, at least maybe check it out. At least you put some time into it. So can I pull these up? Yeah, let's go over here. No, Twitter. Nobody wants to see your shit. So they added in some, I don't know if it's DLC or if it's just outfits. It's probably just outfits you can have. But you can get Ellie a Mortal Kombat 2 t-shirt, which is specifically from the show. And then this one was funny. This is just a shirt that says The Wire, which is just an HBO show. Has nothing to do with Last of Us or anything. But I mean, whatever, right? $300 or chips? What kind of chips? And you killed how many babies? Oh my god. Casper. That's a lot of bucks. The quest was so cheesy. Yeah, so in one of the episodes recently, The Mandalorian, I mean, this is I'm not gonna spoil anything about anything else about, you know, like what the episode was about. But Jack Black was in it. Christopher Lloyd, who plays Doc Brown in Back to the Future, and lots of other things, of course. But I know that's a very iconic role for him, so people would know that. And the third celebrity that I specifically remembered was Lizzo. It was a weird set of characters, whatever, you know. But I mean, I didn't hate it as much as Ron must have. So yeah, like I said, this was just cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. Get some extra HBO t-shirts. That Mortal Kombat one would be sick. The Wire one, whatever. I don't know. So I thought that was cool. Oh, this is okay. So this next one is an update to a news story I talked about a couple weeks ago about the girl who was playing Breath of the Wild with her ocarina. She just recently beat it. She finally beat Breath of the Wild with that ocarina. Hold up. I actually want to get this. I want to pull this up real quick. So this is the final Ganon form. We'll get some sound here real quick.
Yes!
Dang.
We did it! Oh my gosh! Let's freaking go! Oh my gosh, we did it! We finally did it!
Oh my gosh, that is pretty wild. Yeah, Ron, I want to see you do some stuff like this, man. You need to step up your game, man. Yeah, so we watched some of these other ones, the First Guardian, the Thunderblight Ganon and everything. And then, yeah, just the other day, she finally beat the Breath of the Wild one. I thought that was sick. The new trailer came out. Yeah, I just watched it. We watched it just before you got in, man. And I was actually saying it was pretty good, actually. I was pretty hyped. Here, let's do this. I did this last time too. If you guys actually want to check this person out, I can give her a shout out in the chat, might as well, because I think oh yeah, we'll get a clip.
Oh my
as well.
gosh. I hate you guys so much. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming it's probably this hallway here. Jerry Bishop, can you give me a sign? I went to 1.
Uh-oh.
Jerry Bishop. Oh, the dots. That was the dots. I saw it too. That was totally the dots.
Yeah, so I just thought this was super cool. Like I said, this is kind of a follow-up of something we had talked about a couple of weeks ago, and I thought this was really cool. I've never gotten to go over and check her out or anything, but I think that's something, you know, if you guys are interested. It looks like she does some cool stuff here, and apparently some Phasmo, so. Pretty weird mix of cast. Seems less selective than past Star Wars IPs. I mean, I guess. I mean, they're just having fun. To me, like I said, I don't really care. So, why in the Zelda universe can't they bust a Jay Walker without going? Only Link can save us. I didn't finish reading that until I was actually reading it, Ron. I mean, listen. I mean, that's what they do. Link's the guy, man. Yeah, this seemed pretty ridiculous to play the whole game with it. You know, even if you're only doing certain things with it. Like, I didn't get to watch all the streams, so I don't know if there was any other inputs that she was using at all. But still, really intense. It just seemed like senseless fan pandering. I mean, but who was calling for all of those people? I think the only one was like Christopher Lloyd that people would have liked. I don't think it's fan pandering at that point, man. I don't think anybody who's like a big fan of Lizzo is like, yeah, she needs to be in Star Wars though. Or the same thing with Jack Black. I don't think any of those people are like, that's the people we need. That's what's missing from Star Wars. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have like Wasn't she in She-Hulk? Lizzo? Maybe. I don't think so. Megan Thee Stallion was in She-Hulk. But yeah, I mean, you may not be wrong, Ron. I you know how I am with my opinions. Like I said, to me, I just didn't care. But for Ron, like it might have been a step over the line. Which, again, if that's how you feel, I totally don't understand it, but I'll back you on, and I'll try and push you back into it later on when the episodes are getting good. Cool. Let's move on. Oh shoot, this was one that had the internet going crazy, guys. This is huge news, and I wanted to make sure we touched on this one. This is probably the biggest news we're gonna have this entire 2023. The other day, people were popping in on Lo-Fi Girl, and she was not there. I know this seems intense. It seems crazy. How could this happen? She was gone, only to bring her friend back, Synthwave Boy. That's right, guys. She is back. And she brought her friend Lo-Fi Boy. Or Synthwave Boy, sorry. I can't keep it straight. I legitimately saw that people were a little bit up in arms about what happened to her? Where'd she go? Fans of the YouTube channel have been frantic over a mystery taking place on the popular relaxing music stream. This morning, the mystery was solved. Lo-Fi Girl has introduced us to her new friend and a new stream, which fans are dubbing Synthwave Boy. So just another set of types of music and stuff like that, where you can kind of, watch a channel where it's just streaming music and everything. To me, I was like, okay, whatever. It's kind of a cool way to do some almost viral type marketing, where you just have her disappear for a little bit, and people are like, wait, what happened? Just to kind of announce something, bigger. I thought that was kind of cool. Today marks a very exciting day for the channel, as we released a brand new 24/7 live stream on YouTube. Introducing a brand new character in the lo-fi universe, we bring to you the genre of synthwave beats to chill/game to. I haven't checked it out. I have no idea, but this is kind of, I guess this is kind of the look, the feel, similar thing, Yeah, I thought it was, listen, I'm all about it. I'm ready to check some things out. But I thought this was cool. Whatever. I just thought it was funny how it seemed people were pretty upset about it, so. So listen, like I said, this could be the biggest news of 2023 for us, guys. The Synthwave Boy. All right, so this one was pretty cool. This one was from a couple of days ago that I just missed. If you guys didn't know, NASA launched the James Webb Space Telescope, a couple of months back now, sometime last year. And it's been taking pictures of Ron, bro. Come on, man. It's been taking pictures of space, and we're beginning with these really great pictures of space and everything, things we've never been able to really check out. And so they just they just released a new picture of, I'm pretty sure it's actually I didn't know they launched it. What do you mean? You didn't know they launched the James Webb? It's been out for a while, man. All those intense space pictures have all been James Webb. Or are you saying you didn't know NASA launched it? Specifically them, because it is theirs telescope. I mean, Yeah. Yep. James Webb have been. Just kidding, Ron. Jamaz. Ah, James. Okay, listen, we didn't know what you were talking about for a second there, Ron. I was getting worried, man. I thought it was another one going up. Ah, no. The James Webb, man. That's the one. The JWST. So just got a picture of Uranus, or Uranus if you're a child, which we are. And it was showing off the icy rings around Uranus. They had some really good pictures of it too. Let's get in here. So this is kind of, they're getting a lot of deeper pictures and stuff of space and everything. So this is Uranus, and then I believe these are just, I assume these are like moons or something, or specific stars. I don't know enough about Uranus, but I just thought this was cool because you can kind of see the rings around it. Everybody always is like, yeah, Saturn's the one with the rings, but to see like some of these other ones where you can kind of see that and everything, you're like, okay. A Jane Webb? They don't. You get out of here. You get out of here with this craziness. But yeah, they've been getting these amazing pictures of space. I had one as a background for a little while. I think I saw in the article down here they have, yeah, like this one. This is like one that people love. I love this one. This is the one I had as a background for a little while. Can we get into these? Yeah, some of these galaxies are, and systems are just crazy to see. Yeah, have you not seen these? Oh my. Those red ones? Really? This one was really cool picture of Jupiter. Oh yeah, see, on this one you can see its ring that it has around it, and then some of the I think some of the moons as well. Although Jupiter has like an ass load of moons, I think. Yeah, these just they don't look real. they're so cool, but they look so fake. The Phantom Galaxy. That's a cool sound. Oh yeah, this was the one they took a couple of different different light spectrums. They took pictures of it, so like two different spectrums and everything. Yeah, because here's the Hubble with the optical, the James Webb with the infrared, and then here's them together as one image. You're not wrong, bro. We ain't shit. Yeah, this is a sick picture too. How many do we have? 24 pictures. I'm not gonna go through all these. If you guys want, the link is in the Discord. If you guys ever want to go check it out, I got them in there. You can go to and check all these out. There's a lot of really great pictures and everything, but I thought this was a cool one. Stuff we don't get to see like Uranus very often. I think it's cool, and I completely missed this. My bad. This next one, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one, guys. This is a trailer for, I believe it's a movie called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The thing that caught my eye was that it was Demeter, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't get to the juiciness. We're gonna get into this. I don't know if this is good or not, but I was just ready. I was ready. I saw Demeter and I was like, let's see what this is. So together, let's check out The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
The Demeter, on charter from Romania to London. Shipping private crates. Contents unknown.
Yeah, the goddess of harvest. I'm just saying, I hate the word Demeter, the name Demeter. I just wish it was, I wish they said Demeter. Whatever.
Out at sea, with no land in sight.
This here is Clemens. He's a doctor.
You dress like a learned man.
University of Cambridge. I know my way around the boat.
Our charter has agreed to pay a bonus for timely arrival in London.
Let me show you the ship. This here is Huckleberry. We don't come with like this to give the ewes clear.
Demeter's a fine boat, no doubt.
Something ripped apart the animals.
All the livestock?
This looks like a bite.
Uh-oh.
Search the ship. Everywhere. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
Evil is on board. Uh-oh.
In the night, it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
He's coming!
Did you see the size of that bloody thing?
I'm gonna kill the cursed thing.
He is on this ship, which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real. May God have mercy on us all.
That's right. Oh my God. I saw a little bit of this and I was like, all right, this is not what I expected. Because I got drawn in by the name Demeter, and then from there on I was like, all right, let's see. It looks fine. I don't think it looks bad or anything. I don't know. I may just end up watching it just because we watched the trailer here, but it looks a little cheesy. They all die. Spoilers. What's going on, Cyclo? How you doing, dude? Spoiling things that aren't yet. God, dude is he's unspoilable. A large black wolf. I mean, maybe we'll see if that's how it actually goes. They may change it. Before I go on to the next one, I see the thing about Renfield. Have you guys seen anything about this Renfield? Nicolas Cage, I think he's playing Dracula or something in a movie. Lurking while playing some Wild Heart. Yeah, always appreciate it, my dude. Hopefully you got some good coffee today. But yeah, I listened to somebody talk about Renfield a little bit just to kind of see what it was, because I was like, what the fuck is this? And it came out of nowhere. I didn't feel like I saw anything. And then they were like, yeah, it's okay. Who else is in that? I know Nicholas Hoult is in it. That's this other guy right here. It seems interesting. Some new Ethiopian stuff. Nice, dude. That's super awesome, dude. Yeah. Do you ever I know you know, but listen, always throw them pics in the Discord if you ever got them. I love me some sexy bean pics. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I just thought this Renfield also kind of looked interesting, but I don't know. I also thought what was the last one Nicolas Cage was just in with Pedro Pascal? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or something like that. Was that what it was? Something like that. I thought that one looked good, and I really wanted to check that one out. You don't like Demeter? Americans hate the metro system like that much. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate that one, dude. Bro, I hate that name. I just thought it just sounds stupid. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it for that exact reason that you said it, man. It sounds like that thing is Demeter. Like, what do you mean Demeter? I hate it. So I alluded to a Zelda news story, and here it is. Ganondorf is back in the Tears of the Kingdom, and fans agree he's hotter than ever. Rehydrated Ganondorf can't quench your thirst. Oh my god. So I only bring this one up because I saw been horny for main Ganondorf all day. I know, right? But when the first like teaser for Tears of the Kingdom came out, they showed like a dehydrated Ganondorf, and I remember the internet was like, oh shit, Ganondorf's hot, and I was like, oh no, it's been a thing for a while now, and it's coming full circle here now with the final trailer. The first trailer people were saying it, now the final trailer people are saying it. People are hot for Ganondorf. Oh yeah, I remember, I saw this picture too. So they also released this picture. I think this one's directly from Nintendo. I don't, listen, it's a pretty big dude. Hot. I mean, listen, man, whatever. I could get down. I like him to show me his Triforce of power, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I just whatever. I would not expect that response. Really, bro? Everybody on the internet is horny. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. He's a man out in the streets and a pig in the sheets. All right, whatever. I'm gonna move on from this one. I just thought this one was funny. It's not my type, right? In the future, Nintendo makes us all horny. Oh my god. So I just saw this. I didn't read it or anything, so I'm gonna read it as we're going through it, but I just thought this was weird. Leon, Niji, same. Minecraft's suspicious stew flavors coming to potato chips near you. So apparently Pringles and Minecraft are gonna do a limited edition flavor of suspicious stew. I didn't know if they like said what the flavor was. The cryptic flavor of Minecraft's suspicious stew, the game's mystery pixelated bowl of vegetarian slop, is coming to Pringles. The chip will be a limited edition flavor with cans hitting store shelves sometimes this month. It's unclear exactly what Pringle approximation of suspicious stew will taste like. Oh no, but Kellogg's, the people who make Pringles, describe the chip as having a burst of rich, hearty, savory flavor and being a novel tasting experience, which means it's gonna be gross. The suspicious stew of Minecraft is composed of mushrooms and flowers, which would convey something earthy. But pure mushroom flavor may not play to the Pringles loving masses compared to something more traditionally chip flavored. Since Gen 8 or 7, I can't remember. You're not wrong, Niji. Yeah, that's right, man. I do not like mushrooms. I will not be indulging in these, unfortunately. Listen, I'm not even above a Pringle. Pringle just came out with some habanero chips that are delicious. I've gotten 2 cans of them in the last month. they've been great. They've been spicy, delicious. They got a little lime in them, you know, give it a little pucker. It's delicious. I love them. But suspicious stew, probably not gonna be my thing. Guess you won't get Mario power. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Listen, Mario be eating mushrooms and he be thinking he's getting real big and stuff. I think I think he might be hallucinating a little. The Pringle people are wise to point out that Minecraft-inspired potato chips won't confer any temporary power-up or blindness. What? To snackers the way in-game suspicious stew can. However, they do proclaim the chip will certainly give your taste buds the status effect of flavor overload. You're allergic to mushroom? Listen, that's not a bad thing. Mushroom's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. Although the vitamins I take are like a bunch of mushroom complexes and stuff in there, so I'm ingesting mushrooms every day now. So yeah, I don't know. Listen, I guess if you want to check out what the suspicious stew tastes like, look out for some Pringles on your shelf. Store shelves near you soon. Listen, I'm same Ron. I'm gonna be alert. I'm gonna be safe, dude. I ain't getting none of that. This one was kind of interesting. So Disneyland has a ride called Splash Mountain, and apparently it's closing with a final date in May. I've been to Disneyland. Is Disneyland the one that's in Florida? Oh no, this is the one that's in. Oh, okay, hold on. So Disneyland, I've been to Disney World. I've been to Disney World, not Disneyland. These things are stupid. So I've been to Disney World and been on the Splash Mountain ride. I don't remember it super well, but it's one of those ones that you like go around. It's like a water ride and go around and you like seeing scenes, and then eventually you dive off a cliff down and the water splashes up everywhere. One of them rides. And so apparently they've been closing these, and they're going to be replacing it with a Princess and the Frog themed set. So they're saying that May 31st will be the last time this one runs in California. But this is what I didn't realize is the one in Orlando, Florida just shut down in January, which is sad. I mean, I wrote it when I was a kid, so I don't really remember it. I don't really care, but damn, getting rid of all these legacy rides, replacing it with the Princess and the Frog, which I never saw, but I actually really wanted to see the Princess and the Frog. Looked like it was actually a pretty decent Disney film. But yeah, so I mean, listen, if you wanna get your last rides on Splash Mountain, you better get out there, get out to California before May 31st and get your rides on. I'm sure the lines are gonna be huge for this thing until it's done. Just sad. Okay, last news story for today before we get into some gaming here. This is kind of rounding back out over to the HBO Harry Potter stuff. So I kind of wanted this to be like its own thing, kind of separate from that story. Like I said, if you want to watch that, do whatever you want. But with this coming out, people are starting to like talk to some of the people who are kind of producing. So they talked to the boss who's going to be, kind of overseeing the show, and they were kind of asking some J.K. Rowling stuff about her views and stuff, and I guess he kind of pushed it off. Always sad when there are memories. Yeah, and I had a couple of those. There is Universal Studios that's in Florida as well, and they had a bunch of rides like that. That I'd been there when I was younger. I was very lucky that my dad was always kind of like a, hey, we should do a vacation every few years kind of guy, which was really great. But when I got a little older, I wanted to take my girlfriend and stuff. and we had went, and there had been like a couple of rides that had gotten shut down or replaced with something else, and I was like, oh, this is sad. Like one of those things where you had this memory and you kind of wanted to share it with somebody else, and then you didn't get to, and it was just kind of sad. But it was, it happens. Welcome to getting old. Yeah, man, I felt that. This week, Warner Brothers announced its return for the Harry Potter cinematic universe. All started with a faithful HBO adaptation, whatever. The streaming platform, rebranded as Mac, doesn't seem to have the same hang-ups as executives recently dismissed concern about controversy with the weird non-answers. Variety reports that Casey Bloys, the CEO of HBO and Max Content, tried to hand-wave away obvious questions about Rowling's involvement during a Q&A with the press on April 12th. No, I don't think this is the forum, says Bloy. That's a very online conversation, very nuanced and complicated, and not something we're going to get into. Which then I saw this person saying, they quoted the tweet or whatever, and this person saying, describing trans rights as a very online conversation is so wildly off base and diminishing and disconnected from the political and lively reality for trans people. I'm honestly taken aback. Which I think, right. I also think this is like he sums this up pretty well. Like, this person is obviously trying to just push that whole thing kind of out, and I get that. Like, to them, I get that they're like, we're just pointing this at, like, hey, we have this show that's going to be coming out in a little while. So they want to steer everything towards that conversation instead of talking about what people actually want to hear about, which is, what's going on with this and that, especially with Rowling being an executive producer. Like, this is crazy. People are gonna be asking these questions, and they need to have better responses than, well, that's an online kind of conversation. And so Bloy said, obviously the Harry Potter story is incredibly affirmative and positive and about love and self-acceptance. That is our priority. What's on screen. Yeah, but the person who created this story is obviously not a very positive, loving, or self-accepting person. So they just kind of glossed over a lot of it, which again, it kind of reaffirms to me, though, the amount of like, yeah, I don't give a shit about this then. Yeah, like, I'm not going to participate in probably watching this. I didn't participate in watching or playing the Hogwarts game, and yeah, I haven't had a single day of regret about that. So I know I won't have about any of this shit. I just think that, it's ridiculous to, I mean, I know that they can't make the show without her. Like, they have to, like, she owns the rights to a certain extent, like that she has to be a part of it, but I mean, it's bad. And I think there will be, there's always gonna be people who will support these things, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't or you can't, or that I look at you differently for doing any of those things. I just know for me, I'm gonna keep on not doing those things. I don't have any place in my heart to be able to support shit like this, especially with somebody as terrible as her kind of being in all of it. So did you not listen to anything I just said, Ron? God damn it. Get this dude no, I'm just kidding. All right. And so with that is going to wrap it up for today. We're not doing any news today because nothing is, not news, sports today, because sports haven't really changed. The basketball stuff is not really changed because the first game is not until Saturday, so none of that's really changed. So we won't go over that. No Survivor until Tuesday because we're watching the new episode tonight. So yeah, I guess that's it for the news for today.